Turning colors just yet, so you can add a little pizzazz to your home with fall flowers. Rob and Sharon Morrissey from UW Extension join us live from the garden with more. Happy Monday to you.
Hi, yes indeed, we are out in the garden on a very happy Monday. It's a great one for the garden to get some growing, right?
Oh, it's a beautiful day.
Yeah, it's beautiful this morning, and we'll get some heat and get things really going out here. Now, fall, or we're getting the fall where people start thinking about losing the color, or at least losing the leaves and things like that. But actually, there's a ton of fall color that we can have, right?
Yeah, we can actually add a lot of things to the garden to get some flower color into our garden.
Excellent.
And there's some things we can plant too for the fall.
All right.
Mostly mums is what people think about in the fall, and so we've got a nice kind of mauvey colored mum there.
Okay.
These are hardy garden mums, and that's different from the florist mums, those you would buy in a gift basket maybe to give to somebody already potted and ready to go.
Right.
Those don't survive well in the gardens. They won't survive the winter, and part of it is that they get frozen before the flowers have a chance to flower. These, they flower a little earlier, so we get to enjoy them before the freeze comes along. But they are hardy. They will last for years in the garden if they're sited properly. They need to be in a place where they don't get too wet in the wintertime.
Okay.
They can't have wet soil in the winter, so a well-drained site is important.
Okay. They can't be too tough to grow, because I have a gigantic one, and I don't even do anything to it. It just grows.
Yeah, if it's too exposed to the cold, if it's way out, it's really exposed to the wind and the cold, then it might die. Farther north, they might die, and so we do recommend putting a winter mulch on them in the late fall, after the ground is frozen a couple of inches deep.
Okay.
Then put a mulch on them, and that'll help them get it through.
Right.
But don't prune them in the fall. Prune them in the spring. They also don't survive well if they're pruned in the fall.
There you go. All right. And they do add some lovely color. What else can we do?
We also have some color that comes from these beautiful ornamental flowering kales. And you could use these things. They call them flowering kale. This is the flower.
Right. Would you eat that kind of kale?
Flower. You can eat this. But these are bred so that they can be grown in the fall. Cold weather for kales. Kales love cold weather. If it gets too hot, the center of this will start to form a cone. So sometimes you'll see them for sale that way, or if you plant them too early in your yard, that'll happen to them.
Okay, does that mean they're going to seed or something like that?
They're trying to, exactly. Yeah, so, and you want them to stay kind of flat like that. And there's all different colors. There's some that are green with white in the center, some that are very lacy-leaved. And then we've got our pansies. Pansies people think of as a spring flower, but they really are good for the fall too.
Yeah.
These are called Sub-Zero, and if you're really, really lucky, they can survive the cold. But you have to be really, really
Might be
lucky.
pushing it to get Sub-Zero though. Yeah, all right. Well, thank you very much. We'll be back out here in about 20 minutes or so. We'll do some weather in a couple of minutes, but for now, let's go back to the news desk.
All right, thanks, Rob.